Hello, good afternoon, Tribuners. Welcome back with me, Mutiara, in Indonesia News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is, Second Bayangkara E asks his fiancé to be protected. The suspect in the death of Brigadier Joshua, Second Bayangkara E asks for protection for his fiancé. Regarding the case of the death of the Brigadier Joshua, Second Bayangkara E was worried about the safety of his fiancé, so he asked to be protected. Regarding the case of the death of Brigadier Joshua, Second Bayangkara E also asked for protection for his family. This was conveyed by Second Bayangkara E's parents in an open letter to President Joko Widodo, the head of the Indonesian National Police and the coordinating Minister for Political, Legal and Security Affairs. In the letter, it was written that Second Bayangkara E's fiancé needed protection after the child sang in the case of Brigadier J's murder. Second Bayangkara E's parents were desperate to face the case that happened to their son. For this reason, the President Jokowi, National Police, and the Coordinating Minister for Political, Legal and Security Affairs, Second Bayangkara E's parents, asked for the protection of their son. Second Bayangkara E's family has now moved house and changed phone numbers for fear of threats related to the death of Brigadier Joshua. Now, the whereabouts of the Second Bayangkara E family is still a mystery and is not yet known. This was conveyed by Second Bayangkara E's lawyer, Deoli Payuman. According to him, his client's family was in the Depok area, West Java. It is not clear when Second Bayangkara E's family will be in Depok. Barada E's family came directly from Manado. This was conveyed by Deolipa in an interview with the Deputy Director of News for Tribun Network, Domu Ambarita, in the Depok area, West Java, on Tuesday, August 9, 2022. The whereabouts of the Second Bayangkara E family are not yet known because, he said, the family could not be contacted. It was Second Bayangkara E himself who asked his family to change their phone number. The message from Brigadier J's family for Ferdi Sambo. Brigadier J's family passed its message to Inspector General Ferdi Sambo after being named a suspect. Not only to Ferdi Sambo, the family represented by Brigadier J's aunt, Roslyn Simanjuntak, also gave this message to the family of Putri Chandrawati's husband. On the other hand, Brigadier J's mother, Juntak, was in a state of shock knowing that her son was shot, not shooted. He mentioned what happened at Ferdi Sambo's house because, as the boss commander of Joshua, he asked to tell the truth. But Roslyn said that his life was lost of the house of a father who is considered by his parents who should be the protector. Meanwhile, Brigadier J's father, Samuel Huta Barat, revealed his wife's current condition after learning that his son had been shot. He said that a mother's premonition was proven at this time because the news that reached the family was that it was a shooting incident. The next news is, the Corruption Eradication Commission inaugurates the confiscated object storage house. The Corruption Eradication Commission now has a confiscated and looted storage house. The building is used to store inanimate objects confiscated or confiscated from convicts of corruption. such as motor vehicles, documents, securities, gold or jewelry, electronic goods, and luxury items such as luxury bags, luxury shoes, and luxury clothes. So what if something confiscated from a corruptor is an animal such as a cow? The KPK has indeed confiscated evidence of the corruption in the form of cows. 30 cows were confiscated from the former Subang region Ojang Sohandi. At the time, Ojang was involved in money laundering. When confiscated, the cow was on a farm in area West Java. Ali said at the time, the confiscated cows were entrusted with the care course of the Corruption Eradication Commission. The next news comes from Bengkulu. A gaming influencer from Bengkulu has been arrested by the police. 22 years old ST, a gaming influencer from Bengkulu who exploits female workers in Hong Kong, turned out to have 1.2 million followers on his TikTok social media account. This Bengkulu gaming influencer was arrested by the Tiger Gading team of the Bengkulu Resort Police on Monday, August 8, 2022 in Bengkulu City for criminal acts of extortion and threats. From the search result of tribunbengkulu.com, ST, who lives in Bengkulu City, is known to be a Mobile Legends gaming influencer and often broadcasts live through his YouTube account. As this YouTube account is known to have 15,000 subscribers and has uploaded 40 videos, including live videos. Meanwhile, ST's Instagram account has been followed by 1,861 followers with 93 posts. Meanwhile, the perpetrator's TikTok account is known to have 1.2 million and has been liked by 17.9 million TikTok users. However, for the Instagram account name and TikTok account, the perpetrator imitated the name of the well-known gaming influencer with the account name OP_Patrick. Currently, the perpetrator must feel the coldness of the detention cell at the Bengkulu Resort Police headquarters after being arrested at his residence in the Selabar district of Bengkulu City on Monday, August 8, 2022. Previously reported by tribunbengkulu.com, a gaming influencer or content creator from Seluma Regency, Bengkulu Province was arrested by the Bengkulu Resort Police Criminal Investigation Unit for reportedly extorting and threatening a female worker from Pur, Hong Kong. The Tiger Gading team from the Bengkulu Resort Police managed to apprehend the perpetrator ST while in a house in the Selabar district of Bengkulu City on Monday, August 8, 2022 night. The incident began when the victim DP, who was working in Hong Kong, got acquainted with the perpetrator through TikTok social media. Because they feel suitable, the two of them are dating and often communicate through WhatsApp media. Then during a video call, the perpetrator asked the victim to take off her upper clothes and show it to the perpetrator, and begged notice to the victim. It turned out that the perpetrator recorded a video call showing the upper part of the victim's body, which was not covered at the time. Feeling that he had a secret from the victim, the perpetrator began to blackmail and threaten the victim with threats to spread the video. It turns out that a video of the victims without clothes has been edited and distributed to the three social media friends of the perpetrator, and the perpetrator has published a photo of victim on Insta story. This is done so that the victim is willing to pay a certain amount of money to the perpetrator. Victims who did not accept the incident reported the incident to the Division of International Relations Technical Staff of Indonesian National Police Hong Kong and the Consulate General of the Republic Indonesia. The last news is mothers playing drum bands with used household tools. Various ways can be done to add the excitement of the Independence Day celebration. This is what people in the Balongan village or district in Indramayu region do. The community, especially the women, there practice drum bands. Later, they will perform on the 17th of August 2022 by traveling around the village, starting from the 13th neighborhood to the 15th neighborhood of the local village. Rusiati said that this was the first time the resident had done this, especially those who resided in the 15th neighborhood. To add the excitement, the women's drum band performance deliberately used household tools, such as used pots, used buckets, zinc, bottles, and used trash cans. The mothers said they were happy with the activity. In addition to enlivening the 77th anniversary of Republic Indonesia, this activity is also entertainment and to increase community cohesion. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Don't forget to follow us in Tribun Lampung News Video YouTube, Tribun Lampung Facebook, Tribun Lampung TikTok, and Tribun Lampung Instagram for further information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.